Just as it has always been, when our memories of the ancient world fade into twilight, a new era dawns to fill the void, an unfamiliar path with a pulse of its own, a tempo not dictated by the labor of men, but accelerated by the rhythm of machines, launching the world into an age of bold innovation.
Almost unusable to go into the comments section on any video on the platform.
Every time I queue into a game of casual,
there has been spam everywhere on the platform, okay?
Easy source of accounts for cheaters.
It will take you several minutes to scroll before you even get a reply from an actual human being.
they'll also call votes on other bots to prove their legitimacy.
5 or 6 bots saying the most heinous shit imaginable.
My illegal material videos are more entertaining than this slop.
Bots.
Bots?
Bots.
Bots.
So let's be clear. I am here to solve the world's problems. And I believe the world's problems begin with you.
A lot of people think that World War III is right around the corner. And that may be true, honestly, for some of us. But I assure you that the war is already started. And it's actually been happening for years and years and years at this point. This war has gotten so bloody on the online battlefield that it is unacceptable with how the modern internet is today. I'm of course talking about bots, specifically bots in games and media, which I think that's really the only 2 places where anyone cares. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So first we'll start off with my personal experience with bots, and that is with Instagram. I am a avid Instagram Reels user. I like just looking at the funny memes, looking at all the dead people that I see on there, all the casual racism for some reason on this app. It is wild over there. But what's super annoying is every other reel, it feels like, or basically you can get multiple reels in a row of just these accounts that just buy these bots to just glaze them in the comment section. I don't personally know why they do this. It just annoys everyone, because if I'm watching a reel and I want to see what other people's thoughts are on it, I want to see actual humans. I don't want to see I don't want to skip through the comments section to look at 3 glazing comments before I have to look at real humans discussing what they think about this video about a family of 4 getting hit by a car. And I don't understand why accounts do this, because nobody likes it. Everyone hates having to scroll through the first 3 comments in order to see actual human beings. It annoys everyone. I see it all the time on Instagram, but for some reason they just continue to do it. I'm pretty sure it's just to boost engagement of some kind, or somehow it boosts their posts in the algorithm. But nobody likes it. Everyone hates not being able to immediately see other people's reactions on the internet, I guess. Another way bots have infested their grippy little paws. Why did I just say that way? Grippy little... What the Another way bots have infested their greasy little mitts into media is with concert tickets. Now, my girlfriend is a huge Taylor Swift fan, and I know that's a huge red flag to a lot of men. I'm fighting the good fight over here as her boyfriend, trying to calm her down when the Planet Fitness speakers are not playing Taylor's version. But when she wants to get tickets for a concert to see Taylor Swift or Taylor Swift 2.0, she has to fight all these bots who are immediately just buy all the tickets, just bunches of a huge amount of tickets just going to these bots. And in order for the owners of said bots to resell them on eBay for ridiculous prices. It is evil. Just the fact that they're preventing these people from seeing their favorite artists almost immediately, unless they have like lightning fingers, is terrible. It's deplorable. It's disgusting. And we haven't even gotten to the most awful parts, but we'll get there, I promise you. So now I want to talk about games, specifically older games that are just unplayable because of just the bot problem, and also hackers, which is a whole nother thing that I won't be discussing in this video much, but hackers are just as big of a problem in the gaming sphere, in my opinion, as bots are. The first game that immediately comes to mind when you think of bots in video games is probably TF2. TF2 has been having a very big bot problem, and I personally can't really comment or talk about it too much because I am not a avid TF2 player. I don't play the game very often. I only play it when my friend Eric forces me to, basically. I'm just not very experienced to talk about that, but what I can say is, from what Eric has told me, it has been extremely bad. You can go to his channel, it's Schnorpel. Go subscribe to him. He if you want to learn about the TF2 stuff, and it's pretty interesting. The bots are everywhere. Everywhere they basically isn't a private match or a community-made server is just overridden with bots that'll just one-shot you no matter what. It's just a bunch of snipers. It can be basically any class, but I know that snipers especially are really, really bad in this game. And I know another game that has another bot problem right now is CS2. I play zero CS2. I know almost nothing about the game. I've never played an actual game of CS before, but I've been told that there is a bot problem, and I that's all I'll say about that because I don't know anything about the game. Now, I'm actually going to compare these two games to Fortnite, which is probably an insult to both communities, but Fortnite actually does bots in a different way. They actually do it intentionally. In the first few matches, you will mostly be playing against bots, and it's super easy to tell. They're not hiding at all. They usually are either just walking around and just randomly shooting, or they'll like shoot you a few times and then just stand completely still, or like move in a weird way that you just know it's not an actual human piloting that person. And I think there's some pros and cons to this system. I think that you should just go up against regular people. I don't think bots are necessary for a new player to have a good time. Like, just have better skill-based matchmaking. Fortnite is not very hard these days. People don't play build anymore, as far as I know. They just play zero build and reload. I just think bots are very unnecessary and shouldn't really exist, even though Fortnite does them in a different and more intentional way than TF2 does. So now I want to talk about the deplorable and awful things that these bots can do. Games like TF2 and especially like YouTube comments are atrocious. They are utter trash, and it is appalling how these companies just almost, I don't know if they like just are terrible at like managing these bots and like making tools to get rid of them, or they're just simply ignoring them, which honestly is kind of what Valve is doing, or has been doing for a while. I'll start with YouTube because I mostly use that site. Now, I have a little challenge for the viewers at home. Go to any popular YouTuber, Markiplier, Charlie, Sniper Wolf, and look at all the top comments and look at the replies. You will see a plethora of bots, just usually the same like 2 or 3 bots in the replies, just spamming the most awful things you can imagine, like things from like the slurs, the N-word, the F slur. It is awful. I don't know who wakes up in the morning and is like, I want to program a bunch of AIs to go into popular YouTubers' videos and just reply with the most heinous things imaginable. I wish I could show you some examples, but that would get my channel struck probably, or demonetized. I'm not even monetized. I guess I could show them, but I don't want to. But like I showed in the cold open, Mudahar was talking about the discussions of CP in bot comments, and it will actually take you to illegal material. It is disgusting. Why are companies allowing this. So YouTube has tools for this. They have tools for the creators that can help moderate their comment section, get rid of certain words, etc., etc. But they need to be doing more. These companies just need to be doing more to stop this bot crisis. It is an actual problem because we don't want them here. We don't want these bad actors to just be getting away with this stuff. It is deplorable and disgusting how these people aren't facing any type of repercussions or real repercussions for any of this except just getting their bot accounts banned. It's like a Hydra. Like when you kill one bot, 2 more tickets place. I don't even know, is it like a company making them? Is it just like random people in their mom's basement making them? It's probably a mixture of both, but it's terrible. It's ruining the internet. It's actively ruining the internet for most people. For so many people on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, on TF2, CS2. It is awful, disgusting behavior, and it keeps happening, and it's so frustrating. And I'm sure companies are trying. I'm sure at least some of them at least are trying to solve this problem, but they need to be doing better. I don't know how hard it is to get rid of these bots. I really don't. I'm not a software person. I don't understand the logistics of getting rid of these bots quickly and efficiently in a time span that doesn't take years and years and years. But sites like Instagram with people just buying bot comments shouldn't be allowed. It technically doesn't really affect people that much. Like YouTube and TF2, it doesn't like actively ruin the site, but it's still annoying and awful, and nobody wants it except these people that make it. And I think some of these bots need to be made an example out of. I think mass banning bots and having actual repercussions to the owners of the bots if they're able to be found, that should set a precedent to be like, hey, no more bots in these lobbies. And again, I understand that is extremely, extremely hard to do, but I just feel like companies could be doing more, and I feel like we deserve to not be fully ridden with bots everywhere on the internet. So thank you guys for listening to this video. I know this is kind of a different video than I usually make, but it was just something that was kind of eating up at me, and I think definitely these companies should be, again, doing more. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say. See you in the next video.